Doc, what you talking about today?
Well, before we get started on our topic today, I have such a neat announcement. On October the 25th, we're going to be having a huge celebration in New Iberia. We are celebrating our 40th year in business.
Bryant Wellness Institute?
Bryant Wellness's 40th year in business in New Iberia. And we're going to have a huge celebration.
But you've got New Iberia now and Broussard. Yeah.
Right. So it's going to be on October 25th at the Guggenheim Building on Main Street from 11 to 3. We're going to have food and prizes. We're going to be one of the neat things we're doing is we're going to be displaying some of our amazing new technologies that we have. So we're going to have this one wall that displays all of our different technological advances that we have at the Bryant Wellness Institute. It's going to be a fun day, so I wanted to invite everybody to come have some
free?
Good food. Yeah, oh sure. We're going to have some good food. We're going to have face painting for the kids. We're going to have some balloons. We're going to have a DJ there. It's going to be a fun day. So I want to invite everyone to come by and visit with us. I'm going to be there. Dr. Bryant's going to be there.
They get to meet you?
Oh yeah, I'm going to be there, and so we're going to be have all of our new technologies there on display. So I hope everyone plans on coming to that. It's going to be October 25th, 11 to 3. At the Guggenheim, which is on Main Street in New Iberia.
All right, cool.
You familiar with the Guggenheim?
No.
Yeah, it's beautiful inside there. It's like a hall that you can rent.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure what else they do.
Oh,
there,
I love New Iberia. New Iberia, I used to, when I first got married, the first place we lived married was New Iberia.
Oh.
Yeah, on Dale Street. There were some apartments. I forget the apartment. Magnolia Place Apartments?
Oh, okay.
Does that sound familiar?
I don't know.
Anyway, it was on, I just remember Dale Street. Yeah, so New Iberia.
Down from Dave's Quality Meats?
Yes.
Wow, how convenient.
No, I didn't know them then. But no, so New Iberia has always been dear to my heart.
Well, I wanted to continue our discussion today on emotional disturbances, and which this has gotten to be something that is a real health problem, real health crisis in America. And these mood disorders are affecting families, they're affecting schools, and the future health of millions of people that are suffering with these different emotional disturbances, such as depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, ADD, ADHD, OCD, PTSD, and many others. And like we've been discussing, it all boils down to that these disorders are very simply a loss of either brain balance, nutrition, or function. And so I've developed a program to address all three of these factors, and the results have really been remarkable. But I've been alarmed for quite some time about the growth of these disorders. And I really have felt for the last several years that more needed to be done to try to help these folks. And so it sort of became my passion to try to offer some help for these patients, almost to the point of making it my mission to figure this out. Like, what's going on here? Something has changed. And so I've been quietly researching these disorders. And the more I got into it, the more I was convinced that something had to be causing all of these new disorders to develop over the last 20 or 30 years, because I knew that if I could find out the why, like what's the underlying issue here, why is this happening, then we could begin to start to develop the what do we do. But you can't develop the what do we do about it until you figure out the why of this is occurring. And I'm so proud of this program.
You mean like why folks have, we hear about ADD more now? Why?
Way more now. Like,
why are there emotional disturbances from the neck up? Why are we hearing more about these things now?
And you don't think it's just because more are being diagnosed?
Well, I don't, because, the rates of people having these sort of neuro-emotional type disorders,
depression and things like that.
We all know. Everybody listening to the sound of my voice right now knows at least one or two people that have these things, and it just didn't used to be that way 30 or 40 years ago.
No, okay. Look. I don't mean to shoot holes into what you're saying or to disagree with what you're saying, but I'm just shooting holes in it so that you can come back and clarify. Do you think it's maybe media is so instant now? Something can happen in, thousands and thousands of miles away from here, and we know about it within seconds. Mm-hmm. Is it because there's social media and there's more talk about it, more communication, more ways to get the word out, more ways of finding out about these things? Or is it a fact that these issues are more rampant now than ever?
Well, I think it's definitely a fact these issues are more rampant now than ever because, there's been a lot of terrible times our country has gone through, World War I, World War II, even during the Vietnam era, there were definitely some real, devastating things going on to our country, and you still didn't see these rates of, and everybody knew about them, but you still didn't see these rates of depression, bipolar, kids with all types of bipolar disorders and just crazy stuff going on. So something has changed, and I feel that I have really boiled this down to 3 or 4 things that all research has proven me right on this. I got a stack of research on my desk to show that there are things that have changed in our surroundings that are more than likely causing most of these disorders to occur. So, yes, we definitely have access to more information now, but there are some real life things that people can do, some simple things that you can do at home to turn these things around. And that's what the program is about. So what we're going to do is we're going to be hosting a class on the 4 solutions to having better brain balance, nutrition, and function. And, there are real common sense solutions that these things are happening. I've got children that are not even in the double digits yet, 8, 9 years old, that are already being told that they have like bipolar disorders and depressions and OCDs and these things. So that is not normal. Mm-hmm.
And you believe in your heart of hearts that these children are actually suffering from these conditions.
I do. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've seen them. I've talked to them.
These are not misdiagnoses. They do suffer from these conditions.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But my thing is this: there's a reason. If we can get to the why, then we can figure out the what to do. So rather than just saying, oh, they're unlucky and they have those things, I feel that there are real reasons that these things are occurring. And so at the class, we're going to be discussing the why and the what we do about it. And I've boiled it all down to really 4 solutions. And so if anybody out there is suffering with any of these mood problems, I don't care if it's depression, anxiety, we group them all into one category of neuroemotional disorders. And I don't care if it's a mild case or something more severe like bipolar OCD or PTSD, or, if your child is having any of these neuroemotional kind of things, I really want to personally invite you to come and spend an hour with me and let me explain the simple things that can be done at home to try to help eliminate some of these disorders. So my big point to make with this is it's not an accident. It's not an unlucky thing. It's something real that can be fixed in our surroundings and in our environment, and things that are happening that we can fix. And so you can register by calling 837-7174. We do have a few seats left at the Lafayette. It's going to be at the Hilton Garden Inn it's going to be on next Wednesday, which is October the 22nd. Mm-hmm. And then also
a week from today.
A week from today, yeah, a week from today at 7 p.m. Normally we do these on Thursday nights, but I'm going to be out of town Thursday, so we've moved it to Wednesday night. So I hope there's no confusion on that. But I really hope that everybody out there that is really at the end of their rope with these things will just at least come sit down.
There are some parents who just don't know what to do with their children.
Right. And
they
I want
just
to invite them.
They're to the end of their rope.
Yes, please come and sit down and spend an hour with me. And see the research. None of this is my opinion. I'm just going to show you the research and let you decide. So, this is not something I'm sort of making up out of my head as I go along. I'm going to show you the new research on this and kind of let you decide for yourself. But we do have a few seats available left in Lafayette, and then they have seats available in New Iberia as well. And the New Iberia number is 367-2567, and in the Lafayette Broussard area, it's 837-7174. Now, I have a real long second segment, so I want to go ahead and cut to break. But then after we get back from break, I'm going to discuss one particular thing that is very dear to my heart that we really need to address in society. So don't miss the second segment when we get back.
Sesame Street.